Hello everyone and welcome back. As I record this video, November 18th, 2020, a little after 6:30 Central Time. The news came across just about an hour or so ago that since the first case of COVID-19 in the United States of America, a little over 300 days ago, America has now recorded 250,000 deaths. A quarter of a million Americans have died of COVID 19 because our country has failed to take the adequate steps to contain the virus. We saw an initial wave in the spring. We saw another wave over the summer, and we are now in the midst of the fall wave. That is 3 waves. Some would even say we're just now entering the second wave. However you cut it, it is bad. It is actually worse now than it was in the spring. And with Thanksgiving less than 7 days away now, as I record this, it'll be 7 days at midnight until Thanksgiving. The prognosis is not good after that. Because unfortunately, many Americans, if you believe the news reports, are not taking the guidance from their local health officials or local governments to pare down their Thanksgiving gatherings. Or if they absolutely must have a Thanksgiving gathering, please hold it outdoors. Wear masks. No, that's too much to ask. People who could never be bothered to show up to a Thanksgiving meal to begin with now must absolutely beat down the gore to see Grandma, Grandpa, and the whole family for a Thanksgiving meal. I'm sorry, but these people that have that mentality, I'm sorry, I just can't deal with it. We have a problem, and it's only going to get worse before it gets. And we got to get a handle on it, because here's the thing. Pretty soon, the healthcare system is going to be stretched to the limit. And when it breaks, bad things are going to happen. Life and death choices will have to be made in hospitals of apocalyptic nature. And who gets a ventilator and who doesn't will be decisions that doctors, nurses, and healthcare administrators have to make. And it's going to be very, very bad how they have to make those choices. And then you also run the risk of people who have normal things happen, like heart attacks, people that have car wrecks, and people that have strokes. Every day, normal life occurrences that cause people to have to go to the hospital in an emergency situation, they're going to get there, and there's not going to be room for them. It's going to be already stretched to the limit with COVID patients. And then that's where the real anger is going to set in. Because people are going to be like, what? I'm here for something else. We're sorry, we're overloaded with COVID. It's really simple. Wear a mask, social distance, wash your hands, limit your gatherings. And this apparently is just too much for some people. So, we know how to get there. The science and the data tells us that if we all wear masks and we all social distance and we limit our gatherings and limit our interactions with others, we can flatten this curve. And we can hopefully get to a place when a vaccine becomes readily available and with wide distribution to where life can somewhat get back to a normal place, and eventually we can all go back to the way things hopefully were. But we've got to make sacrifices. We have all made so many sacrifices this year, and foregoing some of these traditional holiday rituals are the consequence. We have to make them, or we are not going. You may not have another holiday with a family member because COVID takes them or takes you. So, I'm begging people, please, 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 take this seriously. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. There are 250,000 dead Americans tonight that they're gone. And it's because this country cannot get a handle on a contagious disease. And a lot of it is because our government has failed them. And they failed them in a massive, massive way. And it's so frustrating to watch and learn that the administration of Donald Trump is blocking the incoming administration from receiving briefings from HHS, from other CDC intelligence agencies, the military about distributing the vaccine when they take office in less than 70 days. Donald Trump's not doing that. And that right there is going to cause more Americans to die because Joe Biden and his team will be behind the 8 ball already when they take office because of this delayed transition. And Miss Murphy over at the GSA needs to sign the papers. So, please wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance, and sign the papers.